My wonderful, beautiful, amazing fledglings, my beautiful, amazing followers. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be talking about the full moon in Virgo. We had, on February 27th, the new moon in Pisces. But now, we're coming towards, or, heading into the full moon in beautiful, rational, grounded, down to earth, authentic Virgo. So, for all of you Virgos out there, I wonder how this moon is going to be affecting you all. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking what the full moon in Virgo is all about. So, it's like when we're looking at the new moon in Pisces, all Pisces out there, they're very creative individuals. They're very, they're all about kind of like daydreamy kind of ideas, like thinking, okay, like, you have this kind of daydream, well, I remember, or not really, but I've heard, thousands of, humans when they were children and stuff like that to be asked, how do you see your future? Well, what do you want to do when you grow up and stuff like that? I mean, if you guys have even had to, do those like education assignments, stuff like that, where you had to, yeah, hey, well, sort of, we'll write a story or give some kind of like presentation about, but what you actually wanted to do when you grow up or stuff like that. So, but the thing is, that's kind of like the, the idea child, the kind of daydreaming, side of, what you want to actually start achieving in this world. Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, surgeon? You want to be an educator, or you want to be somebody that's, anything, that you can even think about, stuff like that, somebody who works in the arts or in the sports and stuff like that. And but the full moon in Virgo is about applying, those ideas, because the thing is about Virgos, is that, it's like, just like any other grounded, down to earth, authentic individuals, that they're rational, thinkers and developers. So, it's like you get this idea child. It's like this tiny little seed that you want to plant in the ground and stuff like that. And then you want to like, water it, nurture it, we'll watch it develop and stuff like that. But the full moon in Virgo is about applying, what you want and to try to, we'll turn it into reality. And this is all about, like, realistic goals and expectations and stuff like that. So it's like we first start off with this beautiful idea child of saying, okay, I want to, well, maybe get rich, or I want to be, like, I want to, anything, that you can think of, like, I just already mentioned and stuff like that. So, it's like, yeah, today and in the days, weeks up until the next new moon and full moon, stuff like that, it's kind of also, or even in, it doesn't even have to will take place up until the next full moon or new moon, but this is all about well, applying what you want and putting it into reality. So hypothetically, let's say that you want to actually will become a surgeon or a doctor, for example. Well, hey, what are the steps you're going to have to take to get into that, into that daydreaming and to actually will turn this idea child into reality, right? So, for example, with me, I want to be, expanding and growing my tarot business and my, technology stuff and stuff like that. That was kind of like my idea child, from the, Pisces new moon and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, growing, expanding, and on, my birthday, but even maybe even before, I've mentioned this, I'm kind of, like in between, like, phases, making sure that all systems go, for example. But, I'm going to be doing in-person, personal readings for you all. So that's one thing I'm going to be actually applying under the full moon in Virgo and stuff like that. So the idea child was actually, having personal readings, but now I'm going to be applying them. So pretty soon I already, mentioned this kind of like in, one of my previous videos about this brief, like announcement and stuff like that about actually doing personal readings, stuff like that. So I'm going to be applying that, so that's actually one of my beautiful goals. Again, the second one is also, making sure that the castle is going to be fully refurbished and stuff like that, which is also another one of my goals, to make sure that that is going to turn into a real reality and not that it's just halfway in and just saying, okay, what, we just, the human just wasted money and stuff like that, hopefully not. But, no, but what are you guys going to be applying? What are you guys going to be bringing forth into this world on a rational level? Okay, it's good to have daydreams. It's good to have thoughts, feelings, ideas, suggestions, anything, And, but the most important thing is to make sure that it's, realistic and not just thinking, okay, it's like, I want to be, rich and successful, but, well, I'm not going to do anything. Well, most likely it may not happen unless, you have one of those, like, I don't know what humans do and stuff like that. Casinos or something. I don't really know much about those things. I only know that a lot of humans, it doesn't really work out for them unless you you will feel like you're lucky that day, and then you can suddenly become incredibly rich and then turn it into success or something. I don't know. But it's like, having, like realistic goals. What kind of realistic goals do you will want to start bringing forth into this world? So this is actually an important time. We have this beautiful idea child, but is it going to be realistic? Or even, you have this idea child and you're going to turn it into a realistic goal and, and future prospect and quest, voyage, whatever it may be. So yeah, today would be a really good day, just to apply what you actually want and start putting it into a reality situation. Okay? Well, anyway, I'm going to have to leave it at that. I know I like to keep these things as short and to the point as possible, but I just want to say how much I love you guys incredibly. And again, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I want to wish you all the best of luck on all of your voyage, your endeavors, quests, whatever it is. And yeah, and the most important thing that I want to also remind you of is to have fun with it. Don't feel like, oh goodness, this is a chore or this is going to be really demanding. It's actually, I'm sacrificing a lot, trying to make sure it's not going to be some kind of sacrificial thing, unless hopefully it ends up becoming, something very beautiful in the end or something. But either way, you want to enjoy the process of it. You want to have fun with it and not just think, oh goodness, because the more you have to force yourself, the more you just think, oh goodness, it's just turning into a big, like negative experience. And then your idea child may not will become reality, and then you just think, okay, I'm just giving up because it just seems too daunting, for example. But otherwise, I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and my channel. I love you guys incredibly. All are welcome. And again, best of luck. And I look forward to seeing what you guys are able to bring forth into this world. So thank you all so very much.